You don't have to come and confess. They looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you. So run and tell that. Run and tell that. Run and tell that. Homeboy. Homeboy. Word. Anyways, so my nephew had called me a few days ago and he was asking me a few questions. He had just turned 18. I'm assuming he either got something in the mail or was just curious. But it led to a conversation about credit cards. And I told him if he wants to open a credit card, might as well open it up now. Reason being, when you end up opening up a credit card, your credit score is something it's definitely helpful when you ever want to get a loan out. Student loan, car loan, whatever the loan may be for, a personal loan, just to pay off your bills, let's say. If you ever wanted to get a mortgage, if you were considering buying a house or were in the process of doing so, and also if you wanted to have a credit card. You can't really give like a credit company or a lender any proof of what you're capable of doing or your spending habits if you don't actually have one. So I told him, don't get something that has an annual loan. If I'm getting a credit card, why am I paying a $95 annual loan if I don't use it that often, bro? Like, until you can afford to do that and you see the benefit, maybe it has a benefits package and you see it's beneficial, do that later on. But initially, get something that has a $0 annual fee. It's like annual fee for the freaking gym, and the only time you go is freaking January 1st till January 7th, and you're like, I'm over this shit, and then it's like, you just paid them fucking money, bro, for nothing. For nothing. Por nada. Ooh, look at me. Duolingo. Yeah, so I told him, when you first get the credit card, whether you get approved or you don't, you end up getting something called a hard inquiry. That is pretty much from like the company. And who else? The credit card company, the lenders, and who else? Yeah, the credit card issuers. So they take a look and try to see if you're somebody who would be a responsible adult and be able to make these payments on time, and if you should get this money, because they are the spenders. No, they are the lenders. Yeah, they are the lenders and you are the spenders. You don't have the money, but you need it for whatever your reason is. More time does. Oh. More times than not, you'll get approved for a credit card. Which one you get approved for, I have no fucking clue. I don't know where that decision comes from. I don't fucking know. But yeah, so I told him, I said, when you open up that credit card, you're going to get the hard inquiry, meaning that your credit score goes low. The credit score is pretty much for the issuers, the lenders, to be able to kind of gauge what type of spender you are, and if you ever needed to borrow money, how often would you pay it back on time? Are you responsible with your money? Actually stable? Yeah. So let's say, for example, if I had a huge bill that I had to pay off, I would. One thing that I ended up learning, because I actually did have that a couple of years ago. You end up taking that payment and you call the company that you have the bill for, and you tell them, can I set up a payment plan? Because if you have, let's say for example, you have $10,000 to pay off, let's say, God forbid, it's like a hospital bill, and you weren't able to afford it at the time. If you don't pay it off and they send that to the credit bureau, they're just going to just shit on your score, that you're going to be paying a lot of interest. It's going to be a hot mess, a fucking scandal. TMZ. Yeah, so that situated so that way your bills are situated, and you know every month this money is yet another bill that has to be paid its priority. If you can't afford the bill, don't do what it takes to get that bill in the first place. If you can avoid it, which usually you can. Yeah, so I told him that. I told him in order to increase your credit score, you would have to get set. 2 times a month, you would have to at least start having payment, like making payments on it. So my phone bill and my car bill I use on my credit card, and then I pay it off before the month is over. That way they can see that I paid off on time, that I have to pay off anyway, and yeah, I'm building up my credit score for it. I can ask for a credit increase, a credit limit increase, meaning they'll lend me more money, and I don't have to use it necessarily, but the more they see that they let me borrow and I'm not like fucking around with their money and just being irresponsible, then they'll be like, oh, okay, boom, my credit score goes up yet again. I can open up another account with another credit card, getting a car, whatever the case may be, as long as I can pay it off. If I can't pay it off, fuck off, bitch. All right, get the shit together. So yeah, That, make sure, like I had mentioned, negotiating your debt, trying to get onto a payment plan if need be. I talk with my hands. Please forgive me for my sins. Become an authorized user if you can. An authorized user means if your credit score is not so great and you're trying to build your credit score up, you can ask somebody, a trusted person, friend, family, spouse, whoever the case may be, and you ask them, can I open up a credit card under your account? Don't fuck them over. Don't be an asshole, okay? Don't, like that freaking parent in movies that gives you like an unlimited credit card because you're white, probably. Yeah, I just said that. Fuck it. So, so like in the movies, they give them like a unlimited credit card and like, go ahead, Max, because Max sounds like the asshole kid that would fuck them over afterwards. And yeah, take that card and do not go over 30%. 30% is max what you should be using with your credit card. I try to go lower than that. 20. If I can go lower than 20%, I will do that. Unless I can afford it. So what you do is, if I have $5,000 as my credit limit, I'm only using 30% if I need to. Not go lower. As low as you possibly can so you don't screw yourself over. Interest rates do exist. For some credit cards. Some of them are typically like if you pay late, then they can take that money. And it makes no sense because it's like, all right, let's say if I have a bill that's $200. I decide to be lazy and not pay it off on time, or I just can't afford to pay it off on time. Suddenly it goes up until I can suddenly pay it off. And then what happens is they get their interest rate and let's say it comes out to $240. Me like a dumbass, let's say if I'm like, oh, 240, at least it wasn't $100 more, it's still 40. You gave them $40 for free. If you're giving out money for free, email me, call me, fucking comment on here if you're giving away free money, because I want free money. Stop giving it back to the government, alright? I gotta stop this shit. But yeah, so if you do not want to pay interest rates, you don't want to give extra money to the people who are lending you money to begin with. I gotta talk. Yeah, just make your payments on time. Make sure you stay under that 30%. You can hit that 30% if it's really that bad, your financial situation. But don't put yourself in a debt because you think you have money, but in the long run you don't. Prioritize your money. Budget your money, bitch. Budget, 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 budget your money, biatch. I'm talking to myself and my other personalities that roam around this room. No, but yeah. So I was telling my nephew that because he's 18 now. By the time he's 23, 25, he has enough money saved up, a good paying job, where he has the ability to be able to get a home, a credit score is something that mortgage brokers are going to be looking at. Your bank is going to be looking at. I won't give somebody money if that the first time. I'll fucking lied. In the past, I've done that. I've given people money without them paying me back, and I'm like, here, take it again. But it's like fuck yourself over and blame other people. You're literally making the choice yourself, homie. So yeah, in order to build your credit score, get a credit card if you can. Don't get that annual rate. Make your payments on time. And Google this shit. I mean, me, who the fuck am I? My reference, I would say my videos are like Wikipedia. Could be right, it could be wrong, could be a fact, could be fiction. Everything I say is literally made up. You're welcome. Good luck. I hope your credit score is better than mine. I hope your credit score is higher than I can count. It's a big number. Bye.